Apple, meanwhile, also dealing with allegations of workplace harassment. For that, we go to Josh Lipton. Josh?
So, John, here's what we know so far. The U.S. National Labor Relations Board is reviewing 2 complaints against Apple filed by employees. Ashley Jovic filed a complaint on August 26, citing harassment by a manager, among other complaints. Cher Scarlett filed a complaint on September 1, saying the company repeatedly stopped discussions of pay among employees. The NLRB did not respond to CNBC, but Apple did, saying, "We are and have always been deeply committed to creating and maintaining a positive and inclusive workplace. We take all concerns seriously, and we thoroughly investigate whenever a concern is raised, and out of respect for the privacy of any individuals involved, we do not discuss specific employee matters." Now, the NLRB says it receives up to 30,000 charges each year. Each charge is then investigated by agents and evaluated by regional directors. Typically, the agency says a decision is made about the merits of a charge within weeks. Remember, Apple does directly employ more than 90,000 people here in the U.S. Back to you, Will.
Yeah, I think what's interesting here is not so much that there are a couple of complaints, because, as you said, up to 30,000 of these a year, is that they're coming from inside Apple. And maybe this is another result of a tight labor market, particularly when it comes to tech talent. Julia, usually we don't hear Apple employees saying much of anything, but lately around issues of who Apple is hiring or, Apple's policies on work from home. And now this being a bit more vocal and perhaps not afraid of getting fired.
Perhaps not afraid of getting fired, but also, John, I do think that we are living in a post-Me Too world where there is a sense that there should be a zero tolerance policy around these things. So I think that people are particularly sensitive. I also think we can't underestimate the power of technology tools themselves to enable people to talk about their complaints and to get these conversations started. I don't know if people would be complaining as much or even feeling like they could speak up if it weren't for things like those Slack channels. So that's an interesting piece of this as well.